Hello, class. My name is Francesca Mendez, and today I will be speaking to you about gender inequality. First off, I want to talk about the difference between biological sex and gender. Um, People often confuse the two, being the same thing or being in relation to one another. Um, And in reality, biological sex is categorized as a male, female, or intersex, which is a person who is born with um, the sexual anatomy that does not fit the typical definition of a male or female. For example, uh, someone who is has female body parts on the outside, but internally have male body parts, or vice versa. So society today determines biological sex as a way we appear when we were born. It includes what reproductive organs we're born with, chromosomes, and hormones. Um, Gender, however, is socialized at a very early age um, and can be identified as a boy or a girl, male, female, man, woman, or queer, which is queer is also known as unidentified. So it is categorized by society, which is why there is such things as boy and girl colors, boy and girl toys, boy and girl likes and dislikes. What it is as a norm. What society believes is a norm for a boy or girl to like certain things or dislike certain things. Um, it is as if we have no choice but to gender ourselves, but it is our parents and society's job to categorize it for us. So we kind of grow up into believing what we think is right because it's a norm. And if it's something outside of the norm, we're judged or looked at differently. Um, we also find early on that it is difficult to escape from society's views of being gender socialized. We find it in all types of places, such as schools, in the health field, in politics and history, in the media. I feel like right now, even social media plays a really big, important role in gender socialization, just because, in today's society, we tend to be on our phones and for example, Instagram, Snapchat, those things influence us, and you because of trends coming out every so often, whatever we think is cool, we tend to follow because it is that of the norm, and if we don't follow it, it does not make us cool. um Gender is also geared towards time and space and culture. For example, most people throw gender revealing baby showers and do so by having a color such as blue or pink. Uh, Obviously, pink is to represent a baby girl, and boy is to represent a baby boy. Even as infants, we already have been sociological gendered by the clothes that we wear, and the toys that we play with. I see often that boys tend to have more rough toys, such as cars or toys that make loud noises, versus girls who play with Barbies and dolls and play with makeup and, soft stuffed animals, just because we see females or women or girls as soft beings versus boys or men who are considered masculine. However, society gives us these toys to our children without really thinking if our son or daughter is even going to like what we give to them, or would rather play with that certain toy that we gave them. For example, you know, when I was younger, when I was younger, I remember playing with Barbie dolls, but I remember thinking, I don't want to play with Barbie dolls. I want to play what the boys are playing. I want to play with cars. I want to go outside and get dirty, but, as a girl, it wasn't of the norm. So people would probably mistaken me for being a tomboy, which is also considered maybe being growing up gay, or people would think I would grow up gay because for that reason. So as an adult, I never put much mind to these types of gender inequalities. I never put any mind or attention because society taught me that it was a norm, to like the color pink, to not like the color blue, or to look at blue as a color for boys and look at toy cars as toys for boys. And growing up like that, you kind of get used to it and you kind of learn and identify yourself. Um, you know, you learn to find yourself whether you like it or not, just because it's the norm. But as you get older, and time and space changes, people start coming out of the closet. They start revealing who they truly are. So during this assignment, I was asked to look at men or compare men's magazines versus the women's magazines. And so such patterns that I seen, for example, was that the men's magazines tend to have more masculinity. They tend to have men working out shirtless versus the females are over here covered up working out, with their shirt on, because if they didn't, it would be that of not the norm and they would be judged working out shirtless. Another thing that I found interesting was that most the men's health magazine often created a mindset that men have to be muscular and have to eat to grow and be built, versus women, hydroxycut, for example, to lose weight. What if women don't want to lose weight? Me, for example, I work out, I go to the gym. What if I don't want to lose weight? What if I want to gain muscle? This is geared towards men and not women. And, the hydroxycut is geared towards women and not men. And that's because society makes us think that we aren't allowed to do so. So those are just examples of the main patterns that I've seen. And those are just the concepts that I have learned throughout the patterns of these readings. So I think that all in all, society should definitely change the way we view things, and we shouldn't, after taking this class, I endorse that things such as the media and politics, etc., should change the way ads are made and not gender categorized products. Thank you for watching.